Hello and welcome back. If you're returning, I appreciate you. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Diana. And today I'm finishing off this 3-part series on how to train your mind. So if you have not yet watched part 1 or 2, pause this video and watch the others first, then come back to this one. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe, as I would love to grow this channel and be of impact in some way to as many. So yes, let's get into it. In the previous videos, I talked about convincing your mind and creating a vision board as ways to train your mind. Today, I'm going to give you the third way you can train your mind. The third way to actually train your mind is by taking action. Yes, you're going to have to do something about the thing you want to do, about the thing you want to achieve, right? You will have to start doing what is necessary for you to achieve whatever goal you have for yourself. By taking action, your mind is learning to operate in a new way. You're basically programming it to help you instead of hinder you. You're teaching it to think about the thing you want to achieve. You're showing it that this is what you have to do to get from point A to point B. Does that make sense? It's sort of like if you've ever had to take a test and you go into the classroom on a test day without studying, you have the highest chance of failing that test. Why? Because you did not do anything about it. Your mind has not processed and retained the information you learned in class. So that's why you would fail, because there's nothing in your brain that tells you to repeat it. However, when you took action by studying, you created a higher possibility of passing the test because you trained your mind to hold information for you that you would need later. And in turn, you got a better result, right? Which is also why I believe teachers give us homework, so that our brains are trained to see this information again and learn how to do it. Here's another example. When I wanted to get back into my fitness routine, I struggled to even begin. I kept choosing not to exercise. So finally, like in part 1, I convinced my mind that I could do it. I had to. That's the only way to kind of start programming my mind. And you know what vision came to me? The idea of prepping in advance. So I decided to take action. Keyword here is deciding. I had to actually take out my gym clothes the night before and place them in my doorway. Crazy, right? And when I woke up in the morning, I had no excuse. The clothes were right there on the floor, staring right at me. So I put them on and I moved my body for at least 5 minutes, which turned into 10 and then 20 minutes. That's what I had to do almost every day in order to stick to my goal, in order to get me doing my goal. In order to make my mind work for me instead of its leaving thoughts of sleeping in or changing my mind, which is how my mind was previously wired, right? I wanted that gone. I needed it to learn a new way of operating. And you know what? I felt incredibly wonderful every time I accomplished that goal. I trained my mind by taking action, and my mind started to shift from a lazy, I don't feel like doing it mindset to an active one that produced the results I wanted. So now, even if I don't exercise on some days, my mind still thinks of exercise when I wake up. which makes me actually continue exercising without having to lay my clothes out in the doorway. It's like I have now set my mind up for success. Because I wanted to exercise, but my mind kept changing and leaving me where I did not like being, I had to train my mind to put fitness at the forefront of my mind. And once my mind registered fitness as part of my routine, my thinking was transformed from wanting to stay in bed or pushing it off to actually making it a reality. Now it has become automatic to exercise, that I do it even on days when I do not feel like it. That's a trained mind. Because you will have moments where it's like, I don't want to. And your old mind is going to tell you, oh, okay, let's not. And then you don't. So train it. It's even similar to the concept of doing something for 21 days to make it a habit. That's you training your mind. So for you as well, you are going to have to take action towards whatever it is you want or are trying to accomplish or start. Because without action in the right direction, nothing changes. Your mind remains in an unfruitful position, and that is not what you want, right? You want one of the most powerful tools to work in your favor, and that starts by training your mind. So that's it for this video. Those are some of the ways in which I want you to apply this concept of training your mind. Because if you don't shift your mind, you're going to be where you are today, 10 years from now. And trust me, I spent many years of my life wasting it and not producing the results I wanted. It was bad. Now granted, it is a good thing to be where you are if you are content and happy and enjoying your life, and there's nothing you want changed. But if you want to improve an area in your life, you do not want to be in that same spot that's hindering you 10 years, 2 years, 1 month from now, right? Right? You want progress, but it is up to you to make that happen. And that starts with your mindset. Alright, and that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this 3-part series and I hope it was helpful. If you were reminded of one thing or learned one thing in today's video, give this video a thumbs up, and this helps me to know to continue making content. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my content. Alright my friends, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.